10 series GPUs have been taking a huge hit recently, but how low will they go and when should you buy one? Welcome to Hari's Hobbies. So as you guys already know, GPU prices have been inflated for quite a while now due to a variety of reasons such as inflated RAM prices, high cryptocurrency mining demand, and stock shortages from Nvidia. But fortunately, once the cryptocurrency mining demand died off, most of the stress on the GPU market was alleviated and GPU prices finally started to fall. And for the last couple of months, GPU prices have been slowly falling, and now many GPUs are actually hitting MSRP finally. However, this is just the beginning and 10 series cards will continue to drop in price, so when should you call it and just buy a GPU? First of all, something to keep in mind is that Nvidia has abundant inventory right now because they overproduced their GPUs in order to try to satisfy the cryptocurrency mining demand. But once that demand died off, the average consumer wasn't willing to overpay for GPUs, and as a result, sales numbers really tanked. And right now, Nvidia is left with a bunch of 10 series GPUs. And with Nvidia planning to release the 11 series very soon, they need to get rid of this inventory as soon as possible, and as a result, we will probably see those deals like never before on the 10 series. For example, even on Black Friday last year, which is usually when the best GPU deals appear, it was good to get a GTX 1080 for $500. But just last week, you could get a Gigabyte GTX 1080 for $450. And even right now, there are plenty of 1080s available for $480. So as you guys can see, GPU prices are lower than ever before. Also, the pricing for the 10 series will only get even better once the 11 series comes out. So make sure to keep that in mind as well. So considering all that, here's how low I think each GPU level will go. So starting off, I don't think you should buy the GTX 1050 or 1050 Ti, especially considering that the GTX 10 series is about to go obsolete, so it doesn't really make sense to buy the most basic cards of that series. Also, if you want a good card for the future, I really recommend you at least buy a 1060. So starting off with the GTX 1060 3GB card. On Black Friday, you could find this card from $170 to $108, and the MSRP of the GTX 1060 3GB card is $200. And right now, you can find this card for $230, so they are quickly approaching MSRP. And as a result, I believe that the GTX 1060 3GB card will be offered for as little as $150. And you should aim to get this card for anywhere between $150 to $180. So that's around 10 to 25% savings over MSRP. Next up, with the GTX 1060 6GB card. Its MSRP is $300, and right now most GTX 1060 6GB cards are retailing for about $270 to $300. On Black Friday, we saw prices around $250. So right now, I think we can expect prices as low as $200. And I believe that you guys should aim to get the GTX 1060 6GB card for less than $250. So about 15 to 30% savings over MSRP. As for the GTX 1070, its MSRP is $379, but right now prices are ranging from $400 to $500. So these prices still have a ways to go. And so I really don't recommend that you guys buy a GTX 1070 because the lowest that I see its prices going is $350. And even that is only around 10% savings over MSRP, so it's not that significant. So if you're considering the GTX 1070, then I recommend that you just go ahead and buy a GTX 1080 because in a lot of cases, the GTX 1080 is actually cheaper than the GTX 1070. Something else you may want to consider is waiting for the GTX 1170 and getting that instead, but its performance will be similar to the GTX 1080 and its price will be similar to the GTX 1070 however. Next up, the GTX 1080 is actually doing really well. The MSRP of the GTX 1080 is $600 and it was actually originally $700. And right now, you can easily get a GTX 1080 for anywhere from $500 to $550. You can even get it for $480 if you don't have any brand preferences. And just last week, it was being offered for $450. Based on all that, I think we can expect prices to drop even as low as $400. So really, you guys should aim to get a GTX 1080 for less than $450. And that would be a solid 25 to 30% savings over MSRP. Finally, the GTX 1080 Ti. its MSRP is $700. And while some GPUs are being offered for this price right now, most 1080 Ti's are being offered for the high 700s or low 800s. So these prices don't seem to be going down very quickly. And really, I think the lowest that these prices will go is $650. So that's not even 10% savings. Plus, all of you guys considering the GTX 1080 Ti probably want the best performance available on the market. So I recommend that you guys just get the GTX 1180 instead of the GTX 1080 Ti because it will cost pretty much the same amount while it'll perform a little bit better. Plus, you would be on the newest platform and enjoy all the benefits that come along with it. So overall, as for the 10 series, I don't recommend that you buy a 1050 or 1050 Ti because it just really isn't that good of a long-term card. And as for the 1070, it's so expensive right now that it just makes more sense to buy a 1080. And same thing with the 1080 Ti, it's so expensive that it really just makes more sense to buy the 1180 when it comes out. As a result, I believe that the best cards to buy right now from the 10 series are the 1060 and 1080. If you want a solid mid-level 1080p gaming card, then shoot to get a 1063GB or 6GB card for 20 to 25% less than their respective MSRPs. And if you want a powerful gaming card that will last you a very long time and provide great frame rates, then try to get a GTX 1080 for $400 to $450. And everyone else considering other cards should just buy one of these three cards or wait for the 11 series. But that's all I have for you guys this time. Do you guys think that the GTX 10 series is still worth it, or are you going to be waiting for the 11 series? Make sure to comment down below what you guys think because I do read all my comments and I'm curious as to what you guys think, so make sure to post your thoughts. Also, if you guys like this video, then make sure to drop a like and consider subscribing if you would like to see more videos just like this one. But until next time, bye.